Alright, YouTubers. Well, first things first, I want to say I do have my laptop back. My own personal laptop. Not that other person who I was telling y'all about in the house's laptop. So, I figured today is a good day. Why not do a video? Now, when I say today is a good day, mind you, I've had my laptop back now for about like 4 days, but this is my first time doing a video on my own laptop ever since I had it in the shop. But anyway, so as you all know, Chael Sonnen, not everybody's favorite fighter, but at least the people who like him, he's their favorite fighter. I know he's one of my favorite fighters, bar none. But I was looking on MMA Fighting today. It's a website called www.mmafighting.com. I'll put the link down here at the bottom after I finish the video, so you guys can go look at what I'm about to tell you. But on MMAfighting.com, Chael Sonnen did a one-on-one sit-down interview with Ariel Hawani. Y'all may know him best as a MMA reporter from Fan House. Okay, so of course you know Chael is being himself, keeping it real, you know, letting all these scary, cowardly, you know, pansy, yes men, whatever you want to call it, you know, just letting all these lames out here in the UFC know what the heck's going on, you know. And I was watching this interview, and of course, you know, I laughed my butt off, as I always do when I listen to Chael Sonnen. I mean, you know, he's one of the more entertaining, but most of all, you know, he tells it how he feels. You know, he makes it simple and plain in his own words. And because of that honesty that he brings in his interviews / promos, it's just so funny because he's being so honest. You know, everybody wants to talk about, you know, oh, this is the stuff he said in the interview was publicity, and, you know, and it's just Chael trying to, you know, get himself back out there, you know, in the forefront again. No, it really wasn't. What Chael Sonnen was saying in that interview was coming straight from the depths of his heart. And he said what he meant, and he stood behind everything he said. And that's what I love about that guy. He does not hold back. He's going to tell you how he feels. If he doesn't like you, he's going to let you know. Bottom line. And there's a lot of people that can't handle that, you know. Now, the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I keep hearing the same old stuff from the Chael Sonnen doubters. You know? I mean, every time this guy comes out and does an interview, every single forum I read or every single message I see left next to his video, the only thing I hear y'all talking about is the Anderson Silva fight. Oh, he tapped out. Oh, you know, if he's so big and bad, why did Anderson Silva tap him out in the 5th round? And all this other stuff. How come he couldn't win the middleweight title? Okay, we know that. Chael knows that. Okay, he knows he lost. But is that the only thing you can say? Is that the only critique or slandering comment that you can say about this man? I mean, seriously. I mean, it's like y'all are spinning this record over and over and over again. And it's going to break into so many pieces to the point where you can't put it back together just to spin it around again. I mean, really. Come up with something new. Come up with a new insult, please. Because, you know, y'all keep throwing this Anderson Silva submission in his face. It's old. That's over. and done with. It's water under the bridge, as they say. I mean, that is so last year. Come with something new, Chael, Sonnen doubters. I'm begging you, please. As a Chael, Sonnen fan, I'm begging you, please come with a new insult. Okay? Seriously. But as far as my take on the whole thing, I absolutely loved it, man. You know, I mean, I am so blessed. I'm more than just glad. I am so blessed that mixed martial arts has a guy that is actually for the people. Aside from all the sensitive, overly passionate, no-life Anderson Silva Black House fans, you know, Chael Sonnen has completely changed the game, so to speak, you know, of being bold and, you know, being firm and not afraid to stand up and say how you feel. He has instantly changed the scene as far as that goes. Now there's going to be more competitors. Do y'all, the Chael Sonnen fans, realize the benefit that we are getting from this guy? This guy is single-handedly giving, just inviting, pretty much, more competitors to come out there and speak their mind and really say how they feel. I mean, really, if I was an MMA fighter, I would follow in Chael Sonnen's footsteps. I would come out and I would say how I feel, straight from my heart. I don't care about the consequences or the criticism that comes with it, because the truth hurts and most people can't handle it anyway. So there you go, you know. And then on top of that, you know, just just the creative ways that he insults Anderson Silva, the Nogueira brothers, Lyoto Machida and Jose Aldo. I mean, just the creativity that he comes up with in his lines. You know, people want to talk about, oh, his lines are rehearsed and all this other stuff. I don't believe that. You know, you can't rehearse honesty. You know, I don't believe those things that he's saying is rehearsed. I believe that those, you know, little slick, funny metaphors that he used, I think those that just came as he talked. You know, his mind was going, you know, along with him talking. You know, and that happens sometimes. You know, when you're thinking quick on the brain, you know, stuff just falls out of your mouth. I mean, you know, you don't know what it is, but I mean, stuff just comes out, and you know, that's the case here with him. You know, but I loved it. You know, I loved every minute of it. You know, and it's about time somebody comes and starts to put Anderson Silva and Blackhouse in their place, because for 5 years now, there's not been one middleweight challenger of Anderson Silva that has come out and really expressed himself about that guy. Almost every guy that he's faced has been afraid. And come on, Anderson Silva fans, you know it. You know that every other challenger, with the exception of Chael Sonnen, will not say one bad word, or not even one bad word, will not even express his true feelings on Anderson Silva. Because you know why? They're afraid. Because they're afraid that, you know, he's going to come back and, you know, give them this supposed to be mean, dangerous look, you know, at the press conference, or either at the stare down or whatever. You know, nobody cares about that. All right, so what? You know, why should you? I stress this all the time. Why should a guy who frankly believes, who truly believes that he can beat this dominant, supposedly unstoppable force, in their sport just to keep peace or just to, prevent any other bad things from happening. What's the worst that can happen? You're already getting in an octagon with the guy. You're already going to fight the guy anyway. So what's the worst thing that could happen? Okay, so you want to talk a little junk. Okay, fine. This is the perfect sport to talk junk. Mixed martial arts is a sport made for trash talking. Okay? There's a lot of testosterone going around. There's a lot of pride going around. But at the same time, there's a lot of ego going around as well. So, why in the world would you not want to express your pride and be confident and know that you can beat somebody, regardless of how dominant or, how unstoppable they might be? Okay, so what? Really, and you Anderson Silva fans, you want to get mad and say, oh, well, the only reason why Chael Sonnen made it because he had a big mouth. No, Chael Sonnen made it because he earned it. He went through 3, count them, 1, 2, 3 of the UFC's top middleweights. He beat Dan Miller, who was on a roll before Chael stopped him. Yushin Okami. Come on, Yushin Okami's been like the dark horse of the middleweight division for 2-3 years now. Yushin Okami should have got a shot at Anderson Silva a couple of years ago. But it's just injuries and other unfortunate situations that prevented that from happening. Okay? And then he took out Nate Marquardt, a guy that just previously challenged Anderson Silva for the title. Okay? Up to that fight when he fought Sonnen, Nate Marquardt was running guys through. Just knocking guys out, left and right. Just completely sabotaging people. And then he met Chael Sonnen and basically, got dominated. Or pummeled, or whatever word you want to use. But, so why is it that you all are saying that the only reason why Chael Sonnen got where he is now is because of what he says? No, he backed it up. And, there's an old adage in sports that will always be glued in my mind, and that is everybody dislikes a winner. And do you know why everybody dislikes a winner? Because the winner keeps defying expectations. You always want to put an obstacle in front of them. You're always going to say the challenge is too great. This guy's skill set is too world class for this guy, and there's just no possible way that he can handle all of that guy's skills. But when he defies the expectations and actually shows what he said he was going to do, you got no choice but to get mad. So, in a way, I don't blame you, Anderson Silva fans, for getting mad at Chael Sonnen, because he went out and showed what he said he was going to do. He said he was going to beat the guy up for 4.5 rounds, and that's what he did. It just so happens that he got a little careless. I don't know if it was psychological or physical, whatever, but he got complacent, and he got caught in a submission, and he lost. Okay, he's not denying that he lost. Alright? So, you Anderson Silva fans out there, y'all really need to calm the heck down and stop taking Chael Sonnen so serious, and just realize that, what he says about Anderson Silva and the Nogueira brothers and anybody else that he talks about does have some merit to it. I'm not saying I believe every word he says is true. He's not Jesus, but I'm just saying, he does have a point about Anderson and the Nogueira brothers and the rest of Black House. Okay? So everybody keep your mouth shut. Chael Sonnen's back, and that's it.